So with Valentine's Day right around the corner, you already know Krispy Kreme is going to be all up in it. And for their latest promo, guys, we've got a fun little play on words. Sit tight because up next I've got what they're calling donuts. All 4 of them, in fact. As always, I'm Ian K, and you're about to peep this out. Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Well, they're a little on the small side, but you can't say they're not colorful. Let me try and get this as close to the camera as possible to give you a little quick close-up here. They look pretty decent, guys, and definitely festive for the holiday coming up here for Valentine's Day for sure. And again, it's Krispy Kreme goodness. How bad could that possibly be, right? All right, so as always with these Krispy Kreme reviews, since I've got 4 of these donuts here, what I'm going to do is take a single bite of each one to give you my breakdown naturally, and then I'm going to wash the palate with some green tea, and then we'll move on to the next as we go, and we'll just finish it out with an overall rating. So let me get started really quick with a swig. Very nice. Palette is ready to go. And let's start off with this one. This looks a little on the basic side, but I'm definitely digging the overall presentation still. What we've got here is the I Love You Chocolat. A very nice little situation of chocolate goodness here for sure. All right, so very simply what I've got here is a heart-shaped donut filled with chocolate cream filling, dipped in chocolate icing, and then finished with a rose. A very simple situation with this one, guys, but again, simplicity is sometimes all you really need. So yeah, it looks fairly plain with this one aside from that rose on the outside, but again guys, it's all about what's on the inside. And of course the shape being the heart, there's your Valentine's Day tie-in right there. So let's go for a little bite right over there. We'll go for that little puncture wound, that chocolate cream filling on the inside there. We'll get a little bit of that rose action. So feels pretty soft, it definitely looks pretty decent. Let's give it a shot guys. It's the I Love You a Chocolat over here at Krispy Kreme. Let's peep this out. Loaded with chocolate. Sweet. The icing is great. That's not bad. Pretty decent. Well, this is definitely a little on the plain side, but the flavor is delivering. I mean, that chocolate filling that you're seeing on the inside is a pretty nice, healthy portion there, guys. A very nice situation. And of course, with the chocolate icing on the top of the donut, which is nice and soft, it's got some nice texture to it as well when you bite into it. Very satisfying indeed, but not really screaming too much in terms of Valentine's Day. It's just the shape of it primarily. Still digging the flavor, though. So yeah, it's basic, and I'm definitely digging the overall filling on the inside of this one, and naturally with that chocolate icing on the top of it, that really is the icing on the cake, so to speak, with this one, but very tasty for what this one is, still a little on the plain side, aside from the shape naturally, so not too bad there. All right, let's go for a palate wash, some green tea. We'll move on to number 2. All right, ready to go, and this one definitely looks like it fits the theme for Valentine's Day. A very nice combination of goodness here, guys. What you're looking at is the Your Berry Sweet. A very nice situation here. What this basically is a heart-shaped donut like they all are, in this case filled with a white cream filling, dipped in strawberry-flavored icing, and then decorated with pink sprinkles. And it looks like we have a little candy piece on the very top of it there too there. Very nice in terms of the presentation with this one. So obviously we have a little color swap as well as the flavor on this particular one, and it looks pretty good. So let's give this one a shot, and again, I'll go for, well, you know, the cream is on that side, but I want to get some of the sprinkles. So you know what? I'm just going to go right over there. Here we go. It's the Your Berry Sweet Donut from Krispy Kreme. Let's peep this one out. I like this one better. It's got more going on with it, obviously. Pretty tasty. Well, there's way more going on with this one for obvious reasons, guys. Those sprinkles on the very top are very sugary, very crunchy. I'm definitely digging that. That little candy piece that was along with it was pretty nice as well. And on the inside, that nice sweet cream that you're getting with this one on top of that too. And naturally with that pink icing, a nice situation, guys. This is a pretty tasty one and definitely the better of the 2 so far. I'm really digging this one in terms of the overall flavor. And hey, I like when donut shops do their version of strawberry, even though it's like the artificial version of it there. Naturally with the icing and the glaze and everything here, this is actually pretty tasty. And again, it presents pretty beautifully. Not bad. This is actually a banger one. It really is. So very nice there. Let's go for another palate wash. We'll move on to number 3. All right. Now this one looks a little similar to the one I just did, but a little bit more plain in terms of what they've got on the top of this one here. This still looks pretty decent, and again, very colorful for what this one is. All right, so get ready for what they're calling the You Color My World donut. And what this one is, again, is a heart-shaped donut, and in this case, it's going to be filled with cake batter flavored cream, dipped in red-colored icing, and then finished with a rainbow heart blend of sprinkles. And again, a little bit on the basic side. Still looks pretty decent, though. So are you guys picking up on the theme of these donuts outside of the shape? It's all about the filling, guys. And this particular one with the cake batter, I think that's gonna go pretty nicely with the red icing, which I think is just the generic color that you're gonna get for the regular icing over here. It looks pretty good. I'm expecting some crunchies with the sprinkles. Let's give this one a shot. It's the You Color My World donut over here at Krispy Kreme. Let's peep this out. That was a big bite. Oh, cake batter is banging. Man, this is gonna be hard to choose which one I like the most. Yeah, the cake batter filling is definitely a banging situation on this one, guys, but the problem that I have with it right now as I'm thinking about it, and especially with the experience with that first bite, is the donut is not as fresh as the other two. It's a little bit harder, believe it or not. So I love everything else that this has got. The nice crunchies on the very top with the sprinkles and the icing, and of course the cake batter, but this particular donut is not as fresh. Still, the flavor is delivering, and that's primarily because of the cake batter filling on the inside. Man, that's a little bit of a hardship because this one is definitely a little bit harder than the other donuts. I mean, it is what it is. But again, like I said, guys, that cake batter on the inside that they've used for a lot of their other donuts in the past is still on display. It's still pretty tasty. And of course, the crunchy is naturally pretty nice on the very top there. So let's go for one more palate wash and then we'll move on to the fourth and final one of this collection. Hang on. Very, very nice. All right, and of course, for obvious reasons, I wanted to save this one for last because it has got the most, I think, in terms of what you can get with this curtain collection. A very nice situation, guys. Feast your eyes on the Without You, I'd Crumble donut. A very nice looking bit of deliciousness with this one for sure, guys, and I have a feeling it's gonna deliver across the board. All right, so basically what this Without You, I'd Crumble donut is of course the heart-shaped donut, and in this case it's gonna be filled with a cookie dough flavored cream that's dipped in chocolate icing and then topped off with a chocolate chip cookie crumble, guys. It looks pretty nice, and I gotta say, presentation again, definitely a banging situation. And I'm definitely digging that little drizzle of icing on the very top of this one, guys. This is looking really, really nice. So the Without You, I'd Crumble donut, I'm really excited with this one. I'm glad I saved it for last because naturally, cookie dough goodness, how bad could that be? Let's go in with the puncture wound right over there and give this one a shot. Let's peep this out. The king of the four, by far. Awesome flavor. Yeah, you can't fade the flavor on this one, guys. It's loaded with cookie dough filling on the inside and naturally the very top having that crumble on top of that. A lovely situation, guys. Of course, the little morsels of the chocolate that you're seeing there and the cookie bits as well. That crumble action is awesome. The light drizzle that I'm seeing on the very top, and this one is a super fresh donut on top of it. This is the easy king out of the four and by far the one that you should be going in on. It really is pretty awesome. Well, I always love checking out the donuts here at Krispy Kreme every single month when they have their promos, and I'm always looking forward to the big holidays. And naturally, with Valentine's Day right around the corner, I expected something from Krispy Kreme, and I think you guys did as well too, right? I mean, how could they not? These are still pretty tasty for what they are. I just wish there was a little bit more variation outside of the filling naturally. They're a little bit on the plain side, but with the exception of that last one, I gotta say, the Without You, I'd Crumble donut easily takes the cake with this one. Still worth checking out, and definitely something to go in on for Valentine's Day. So with that said, I'm gonna have to give their fun little play on words for Valentine's Day over here at Krispy Kreme, affectionately known as their Donuts, just an okay 7 out of 10. And I'm not gonna go much higher than that because guys, aside from the usual sugary goodness over here at Krispy Kreme, the flavor was decent. The price point for these is crazy. $2.99 for each of those, and they are very, very small. So you're looking at about $12 after tax, give or take. But guys, again, what you're gonna get is the familiar Krispy Kreme goodness, just in a little bit of a smaller fashion. Those heart-shaped donuts are a little on the tiny side, but still they deliver flavor. And like I said, the top gun out of this collection, if you're gonna go for just one, which I'd probably recommend you go right to the very top, and in this case, it's gonna be the Without You, I'd Crumble donut. That was a banging situation, a beautiful combination of goodness on the inside of that, and it easily takes the cake, so to speak. I would recommend going in on that. That one, I think, may be worth closer to the $3 price point because of what it is. And if you're a fan of the cookie dough flavored filling that they have over here on top of the cookie crumble goodness, you have a lot to look forward to because regardless of the shape, it's a banging situation. I'd recommend that one easily over the other three. All right, so now it's your time to shine. Do me a quick favor. Drop those comments down below. What did you think of this fun little play on words for Valentine's Day over here at Krispy Kreme with their Donuts collection? I think it's kind of cute for each of the names, naturally, of these donuts. What did you guys personally think of them? And if you've given any of them a shot already, which is your personal favorite and why? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another high-quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Hey guys, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank all of our YouTube channel members and Patreon supporters. Guys, thank you so very much for your monthly contribution to the channel. It's because of your direct support that the channel continues to grow, and you really do help me to keep delivering the content that you want to see. I couldn't do it without you, and I seriously appreciate the love and support. Thanks again for all you do and for being such a big part of our positive community here on the platform. Hey, thanks for checking out this review, guys. But just in case you didn't see the one I did before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's going to recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya.